Welcome to Conversations with Character. I am here with LB Sickning, who is a fellow member of the Signature Series family. Really want to hear your story, man. Let's get into it, bro. How old are you? Where are you from?
I'm 37. I'm from Ohio, man.
Okay.
Thanks for having me on.
No, of course, bro. Of course. So tell me, what was your childhood like?
It has a bunch of chapters in it. It depends on when you're talking. Up to about the age of 9, I lived in a duplex house. My mom was real poor. Roaches crawling around type situation. 2-room bedroom with 7 people living in it type situation. Yeah, my mom busted her ass to get us out of that situation, and we ended up moving to this small town called Bettsville, and that's where I spent most of my teenage years up to like 16. It's like a one red light type town, you know. It was crazy. It's full of like skinheads and freaking stuff like that. I love the town. I didn't like the people. You know, I didn't really fit in with most of them.
Sure.
I'm still friends with a few of them. Lifelong friends. It's kind of cool. Shout out to Jimmy Boyd. He actually hit me up the other day. But anyway, after that, we moved to Alabama for a couple years, and then came back to my hometown in Ohio, Fort Clinton. It's been a roller coaster. My life has been a roller coaster. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. I mean, what did you do after high school?
I didn't finish high school.
Okay.
I quit school in like 6th grade.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's young.
I went back and got my GED when I was like 32, 33, something like that.
What made you drop out at 12 years old?
I was getting in trouble all the time. I was going to juvenile detention center every couple months.
Wow.
Like it's a one red light town, so it's so small. So if you get in trouble a couple times, next thing you know, you did everything. You know, everything that happened in that school or in that town was blamed on me for years. We ended up leaving because of it. The cop was pretty corrupt. The cop that ran that town.
Like, what were some things that they said you did?
A lot of stuff, man. Like one thing, somebody went and spray painted Bill R. Rules on the school, right? That's my rule, Billy William, right? I didn't do it, dude. I didn't do it. I found out later in life who it was that did it. He was trying to get me in trouble, which worked.
Damn, bro, that's tough, man. You were framed.
Yeah, there was a time that a house was like it was like an abandoned house. It got set on fire. They pressed charges on me for it. I was in Alabama when it happened.
Wow. Is that why you went to Alabama?
Yeah, to get away. You know.
Wow.
I got family down there, so we tried a different life.
How'd that go?
I mean, it was cool. It was all right. It was just so damn boring. I hated it. I was 16 years old in the middle of nowhere. I wasn't going to school.
Right.
You know. So all I did was smoke weed all the time. And it got boring.
Right. So how old were you when you went back to Ohio?
16, 17, something like that.
So what'd you do after that?
Sold drugs.
Yeah.
For a long time. Yep. Throughout my whole life, though, I've been into music. I don't remember how old I was, but we ended up moving into my uncle's basement. And he had a band called Recoil. And actually, I own Recoil's music now.
Nice.
The band members are all in their 60s and shit. And they don't give a shit anymore, so they gave it to me. So I'm starting to put it out on all platforms. You can go check out Recoil. It's everywhere right now.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if it's getting any plays or not. I don't check. Yeah, man. His band kind of gave me the love of music. I said that a bunch of interviews. I miss my uncle a lot. You know, he was an awesome man.
Yeah. Now you have a daughter, right?
Yeah, I got 3.
You have 3 kids. Okay, so how old are they?
I got 3 girls and 1 boy.
Wow. How old are they?
Both 4 girls and 1 boy. One of them's not my kid, but I gave her my name, and she's been my life since she was a baby. She's like 15 now, so. But Lindsay, McKenna, Emery, William, and Shelby, and from McKenna's 8 all the way up to 14. Yeah, bunch of babies.
Is that kind of what got you out of the drug dealing life?
Yeah, for sure. Music helped. There's a lot of, like right now, I think my next single I'm gonna put out, I didn't even write the song. Shout out to Atomic. Yeah, he's in the group Left to Right. He wrote this song called Serotonin, and like that song made me look at myself, and I had to redo it. So I don't know when it's coming out, but keep an eye out for Serotonin. It's a really, really good song. I've only done that 2 times in my entire career where I do somebody else's song. Like, yeah. And it's got to be a song that, like, nobody really knows about. I'm not going to go out and cover an Eminem song or something like that. You know what I mean?
Sure. When did Sicko ENT start? And tell me about what it is.
Okay, so you ever been, like, playing a Xbox game or something and you're I don't know, you're playing boxing or wrestling or UFC or something like that. Somebody gets knocked out. Maybe you're watching a boxing match or something like that. Somebody gets knocked out, right? One of your friends goes, "Damn, that was a sick knockout." That's where I got it from.
KO.
Yep.
That's dope.
That's what I don't know. I was just sitting there one day and I had a buddy over. We were watching some shit. Damn, that was a sick knockout, bro. My name's been LB Sickning since I was like 15. LB was given to me. My first song was called Sickning. So I just...
Okay.
Right, not very interesting on that part of the story, but years down the line, I'm like, man, that happened. I'm like, man, that would so make sense for me to call it that,
Hell yeah.
LB Sickning, Sicko ENT. I try to show you all sides of me. So it's like, it makes sense. Yeah, I don't know.
For sure. How long ago did you start that?
What year is it? 2020? 2020? 2019? 2020? Somewhere around there.
And what made you start it?
I used to be on Double O ENT, Double O Entertainment. Shout out to them guys. But we all fell out. I actually have a song called FOO, And I don't know. I don't see myself ever signing to a record label unless there's some real money involved. Like it's got to be some real money. Because I've been offered record label deals a few different times, and I always turn them down. I'm not gonna sign my life away for $30,000, $100,000.
No.
I'm not signing my life away for that. You offer me some real money, we'll talk.
Right.
But if I'm on my own label, if I'm independent, I can do what I want. I can say what I want. You can't cancel me. Up to a point. I'm always gonna do music, no matter. I don't care if it's getting 5 or 5 million plays. It's my therapy, so you can't cancel me if I'm by myself.
Sure. Now, do you have like a regular job, or are you doing this full time?
I have a broken back right now. I know it doesn't really seem like it sitting here in this chair, but I do. I have fractures in 3 parts of my back. So now I'm out of work for a while. My girl's taking over the bills, bill-wise. Shout out to her. She's dope. For sure. Yeah. For sure.
What happened to your back?
I fell in the shower. I don't know what happened. I was in the shower, and then I woke up on the floor.
Oh, my God.
So my doctor thinks I had a seizure. So we're setting up all kind of stuff.
Have you ever had seizures?
Yeah, I got hit by a car when I was a kid. And I told you my life's been a roller coaster.
Yeah, tell me more about that. Like, come on.
I was riding my bike and got past stop sign, got smoked. And I'm the first person to ever be life-flighted from Bettsville. They life-flighted me from Bettsville to Toledo, Ohio, Toledo Children's Hospital and shit. in a coma for a couple weeks and shit. I had seizures for a really long time. The last time I had an EEG, they said I was clear.
Wow.
And I haven't had a seizure since I was like, I don't know, 19, 20 years old, 37.
Damn.
So, yeah,
that's crazy, bro.
Every doctor I've talked to said sometimes it does come back. It's rare, but it does happen. So I'm kind of just taking it easy right now. I haven't even made an episode of my podcast since this happened. And usually I'm on that like it's cheesecake or something, you know? And it is what it is. Health comes first, right?
Yeah,
I make sure I'm okay.
Absolutely.
But thankfully, I work so hard and I work so fast that I still have a whole bunch of content that's in the back that nobody's seen yet. So.
Hell yeah. You can still keep it fresh.
Right.
Tell me about the podcast. Tell me when you started it, what it is.
I started that 3 years ago. I used to watch a bunch of different music review shows like Blaze Hunter's morning review show, that dorky review show, a few other ones, you know, and it's just, I don't know, the review shows, there's always something that I don't like about it, and there's always something that I do like about it. So I just mixed all these review shows that I watched together and I created my own. And I still haven't found a review show that's like mine.
Well, what's different about it?
I showcase your music, I interview you, and I'm showing you other people's music at the same time. It's more set up like it's a TV show. You know what I mean? Most music review shows are live, and they're reviewing a whole bunch of different artists at the same time. I'm doing a whole hour-long show about you, like whatever you want to show. I can make a whole movie about you if you want me to, you know what I mean? We play 3 to 5 songs of you, and then at the end of the show, I play one of mine, you know? And usually I'll play not usually, but most of the time I'll play a song from some random other artist, you know? If they get brought up in the conversation or something. It's just different. I don't know. Can't explain it.
You have a song with one of your kids, right?
A couple of them.
Yeah, man, tell me about that. Like, I did music for like a year, and I mean, I couldn't even get my daughter to listen to my music. I can't imagine her actually getting on the mic with me. Like, tell me what kind of a bonding experience is that for you and your kids?
It depends on the kid. You know, they all got different personalities, obviously, you know. A couple of my kids, they don't get to see me very much. So the music in the podcast is how they connect with me, you know. So for the kid that's on that song that you heard with Blaze Hunter, that song called "Running Their Mouth," it's very special for her, you know. She got made fun of it a little bit at school, but
sure,
you know, for it. But kids are cruel.
Yep.
Someday, I'm sure not even now. I'm sure now that it's even special for her. She don't give a shit. She tells me all the time. I don't care what they say. You're dope. You're a real rapper. You really do it.
Hell yeah, bro. That's amazing.
Right. Yeah. I mean, I'm in books and TV shows, and I've done a lot, dude. So I don't see why they'd be embarrassed by it. You know.
Sure.
Just because I'm not Eminem, you know.
For sure, man. For sure. What do you consider your biggest accomplishments?
My kids. My kids. Music-wise, probably working with Lil Flip and Cognito and Jerry Robertson and Blaze, and I've done a lot in music, man. But my kids are definitely the thing I'm most proud of.
Yeah.
Because, like my son, he's already doing better in life than I was at his age. You know, I was already into jail and drugs, and I don't even think he smoked weed yet. I don't think so. He might have. Who knows?
It's a new generation, man. These kids are different.
Right. Yeah, for sure.
What are some of the biggest obstacles that you face? And I mean, I would ask you about life, but from everything you're saying, it sounds like we'd be here for 3 hours if we talked about all obstacles you've been through.
Yes.
So what about your podcast and music?
Money.
Yeah.
Money. Because it's not free to do this. You know, I got to pay for the program. I got to pay for the computer. I got to pay for the microphones and everything, the camera and the green screen, the ads, the intros, everything costs money.
Yeah.
But it's fun, and I enjoy it, so it's worth it.
What kind of ads are you using?
Like, I don't know, I'll make a drop for somebody else that I had previously on the show. Or like, if your show's going to drop in like a week or something, I'll make an ad for it and put it out. So on a later episode, you'll probably see one of your ads. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
There's always somebody new that shows up.
Yeah.
You know, over 220 episodes. There's.
Damn.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. What's the dream?
2 years. I want my 2 years. Your average artist gets 2 years at the top, and then they slowly fall. I want my 2 years.
That's a good answer. Damn good answer.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not trying to be like the top of the. That's too much responsibility. You know,
sure.
I just want to make a little music, make a few shows, make a whole bunch of money. That'd be cool. You know. Other than that, it's my therapy. So I don't know. I've been doing it all my life, so I don't know anything else.
What do you got coming up right now? Anything dropping soon?
Yeah, that Serotonin song. There's a song with Tier Diaz that's going to drop very soon. I'm supposed to be working with Lil Busy Bone's son. Who knows when that drop? Who knows? Me and AC Killers talked about working. I've sent him a beat. The lead singer of Zug Island and I are talking about working. I just made a AI video for the artist Big Smo, so keep an eye out for that for when that drops. It's a really good song too, man. I don't know, there's all kind of stuff. Like, I work hard, so
Hell yeah,
even with this back broke, I'll still keep going.
How do you get all the features you get? Like, how do you meet everybody?
Just years of grinding. You really don't know who's watching. You know, you never know. You just ask. Don't be afraid to ask. You know, and don't be afraid to ask more than once. Don't be afraid to ask more than twice. Don't be afraid to ask more than 50 times. For real. A lot of them get asked stupid questions for features or podcasts or interviews every day. So what's going to make you stand out? That's the question. Why do I want to get on your podcast? What makes me, you know, because even where I'm at in fame, which is like I'm a nobody, dude. But even where I'm at in the game, it's like I get asked to be on podcasts all the time, at least once a week. So I couldn't imagine being, you know, super successful and how much it happens. You just got to make yourself stand out somehow. Figure it out, you know?
Exactly. Like, what value do you offer?
Right. And thankfully Blaze Huntery helped me get this started, you know? And I think I wouldn't have a lot of the names that I have if it wasn't for him, because he put me on Signature Series Network, you know? Shout out to the whole team.
Yep.
You know, the show's been on Roku and Fire Stick and Apple TV. It's on the website. They put it under Juggalo World Network, which is like supposed to be my channel or whatever. And it's all interviews and music and stuff that I'm into, you know, and I love Blaze for that. That's my dog. That's why we got almost a whole EP. I think we got like 9 songs together. I've never met him in person. Not one.
Same, bro. It's the world of the internet, man.
Yeah.
Nah, but for real, shout out to Blaze and Mr. Cooper, bro. The Signature Series, the most prestigious network in the land, bro. It's a real thing, man.
Yeah, shout out to the whole team.
So you've had 220 episodes, and you basically deep dove into all of their music.
Yeah.
What do you learn from that? Like, what do you take from that experience?
You know, I try to soak it all in, because even somebody that's a nobody has something that you can learn from. You know, they got something. So I try to take advice. I try to, and it's not just me. It's the viewer watching. You guys are all learning something too. If you watch my earlier episodes where I started doing interviews, I started doing the interviews around episode 50. My first interview was Kung Fu Vampire. Shout out, homie. We ended up doing a song together. That's another beautiful thing about the show is I'm an artist myself, so a lot of these artists I end up working with later down the line.
Sure.
You know, I'll make a song, I'm like, oh, I remember that guy. Maybe he'll do it. You know?
Hell yeah.
It's fun, man. Just you're making a podcast, keep going. Just keep at it. You never know. Been on TV with it. It's crazy. You know?
How'd that happen?
Blaze.
Hell yeah.
Blaze. Blaze is the homie.
No doubt, bro. No doubt, man. What do you see, you know, in all the podcast episodes you've done, do you see, like, mistakes that artists have, commonly make?
Yeah. There's episodes where I've asked, because I do my show pre-recorded, I'll ask a question, they'll answer, and then at the end of the interview, hey, man, can you take that part out of the show? I shouldn't have said that. Or I've created a full show, so it's been put out. They don't get to see the show until everybody else does. I'm not, 90% of the time. I'm not sending you my.
No, that's too much work, bro. That's too
you're
much.
You're gonna get to see it when everybody else does. And then they see it and they realize they probably said a few things that they shouldn't have, and asked me to take it down. I have never, not once, taken a show down for anybody. Nobody. Watch what you say. You're doing an interview.
Yep. Yep.
I have cut when they ask me to, and the show's not already done. You know what I mean? I will cut because, it's 2024. Sometimes we do say things that we don't hear, especially being an older person, we're different generations. We don't get offended quite as easily.
All of our jokes are cancelable now, bro.
I get it. It's just I'm not taking a show down though.
For sure.
If you watch my earlier stuff, man, you'll see a big difference in me. Like I was more nervous doing the interviews at first. Now and I would look at celebrities a certain way back when I first started this, and now I look at everybody as we're all just people too.
Yep.
Used to, oh my God, I'm working with Cognito, but now it's like, bro, I'm friends with Cognito, bro. That's kind of cool. Fuck, Hell
yeah. And I mean, really, that's how it is, though. Like, everybody's nervous when they start anything. I was nervous when I started this interviews, this podcast, but you'll never get better if you don't just do it, and nobody's gonna judge you for your first episodes. If you just keep getting better, that was the goal.
Right. And a lot of people took this show as a joke. My show, they took it as a joke at first. Until I started getting some real names.
Yep.
Wishbone of Bone Thugs and Harmony. Kane. All kind of people, man. The lead singer of the President of the United States of America. Who in the world gets to interview that dude?
That's amazing, bro.
Millions of peaches.
That's
peaches
amazing, man.
Like, come on.
So how do you land those? Is it through Blaze?
No, I do that.
You just reach out?
Yeah, Blaze has asked me to interview a few people, and I always oblige, what I'm saying? That's the homie, why not? But 99% of the time, I just reach out to them. Email their manager or whatever.
That's dope.
Email and Twitter I've gotten the most results out of.
Really?
Yeah. Well, it's X now, but
damn it,
whatever.
That makes me mad, bro. I can't. I don't do damn thing on X, on Twitter, whatever.
Yeah. That's why it makes it easier to reach out to them on it, because so many people don't.
Yeah, I guess like DMs are not as crazy on Twitter and things like that.
Yeah. Right.
Huh. Interesting. Yeah, all right, before we end the interview, bro, is there any kind of life advice that you would drop for anybody watching?
Keep going. Don't give up. This too shall pass, as they like to say in prisons. I used to wake up every morning and I had that road above my cell. This too shall pass, which is very true, you know. And what it means is simply what it says. I try to tell my son this, you know. What's going on in your life right now, your whole life could change. Everything about it can change in a blink of an eye. It's happened to me so many times. So don't give up. Keep going.
No doubt, bro. Well, hell yeah, man. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you sharing everything. This has been Conversations with Character with LB Sickning. Hit him up, follow him up, watch his podcast, listen to his music. I'll see y'all next time. Peace out.
The most prestigious network in the land, the Signature Series Network.